that so far, it seems to me, obviously a fact that many, many more Palestinian civilians, innocent people, are getting killed as retribution by the Israelis for what happened on October the 7th. That's indisputable, right? Their argument is that they're going after a terror organization, Hamas, and unfortunately in war, as Rabbi Shmuley correctly said about what Churchill did in World War II.
Churchill was wrong.
Churchill was wrong.
Okay, war criminal? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Churchill was a war criminal. All the British
Let me do the
Churchill was war criminal.
Let me do the question.
Was George VI war criminal? All of them war criminals. Yes.
Hang on. Let me ask. So let me get this straight.
Collective punishment.
You think Winston Churchill
was a war criminal
in standing up to the Nazis
by killing
who killed 12 million people?
I believe it was
that by doing what he did was a war criminal.
By killing in President Hammer, indiscriminate killing, collective punishment. I'm morally.
Okay, that means the British people.
That's impossible.
There was
morally says that's
just a second.
That's why
the British people.
You believe he was a war criminal. Yes. So therefore, your belief is that no retaliatory action.
No, they retaliate to the man, not to the baby.
Tell me a war in history where civilians haven't been killed.
No, I'm not saying civilians haven't been killed. It's
just ratio or otherwise.
Ratio. It's not the ratio. What is the ratio?
What is the ratio? Actually, morally. So let me give you a ratio. How many people did the Nazis kill?
I don't know. We know they killed 6 million people.
12 million people.
I don't know. We don't know.
Including 6 million Jews, right? So
how many
died in Dresden? How many civilians died in Germany? Do you know?
I don't know exactly.
Right, you don't actually know what you're talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. I know in Dresden and Hamburg.
You said it's about. There's some wrong.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's some wrong. You said it's to do with the ratios. The ratios.
Yes.
You don't know the ratios.
No, I know for a fact.
You call Winston Churchill a criminal. When you call Winston Churchill a criminal, you're basing it on ratios you don't even know what they are.
I know for no. There's difference of opinion.
No, there isn't.
There is difference.
Tell us the opinions. What are they? Tell us what they are.
Hold on.
How many in Dresden?
Excuse me. Stop speaking.
How many in Dresden?
I'm speaking to you.
How many in Dresden?
Whatever the number.
You don't know it all.
It's indiscriminate. I'm against it.
No, he doesn't. Dresden's about 25,000. And at the time, the Germans were saying 250,000. We know it's about 25,000 today. Let me be clear. Winston Churchill was the greatest statesman of the 20th century. He saved the world from Nazi terror.
Yeah.
That you could live in a country that is only around today because of the bravery of that man showing no gratitude is the height of
sick on topic.
To call all the British people who defeated the Nazis, stop interrupting me. Defeated the Nazis, war criminals, his parents, all the other people, war criminals. It's wrong. No. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. Muhammad Hijab trades in falsehood. 300 to 1. What are you talking about? And now he says the Jews are about to kill 3 million. The fact that this man considers himself an Oxford academic. I was the rabbi at Oxford University for 11 years. This is a travesty. This is a travesty. Let me answer. Can I speak?
This is pointless. Rabbi Shmuley, is there a limit to the number of civilians in Gaza that Israel can kill to try and eliminate Hamas? That's a great question. Thank you. Let me ask you.
Not even one. Not one beautiful Palestinian child should have to die because Hamas kicked out Mahmoud
That wasn't my question.
And not one should have to die. The answer to your question is that Hamas can surrender unconditionally. Then all of that. Okay, fine. Let them allow all the civilians. Israel said that all the civilians can leave. All the civilians should go south. They begged them, and that's something that militaries never do. Churchill did not tell the people in Dresden. And you came with all your notes. I'm not here. This is all proof that he can't debate me. He has to use these images. Debate me. I ask you to come on with all your exhibits.
Rabbi Shmuley, let me ask you a question. A member
fucking
of the
stupid in a fucking
in
sense
Israel
of how do I not have enough fucking ammo to
weapons were an option that Israel could use. No one's ever confirmed Israel has nuclear weapons. It's long been suspected. That seems pretty clear confirmation.
Why are you against nuclear weapons?
Hang on.
If you're not against Dresden, why are you against nuclear weapons?
Let me ask the question. No,
but why are you against it?
I've done this before, this job. Let me do it.
Go on.
Okay? So when that guy says that, if you're living as an innocent civilian in Gaza, what the hell are you thinking? That an Israeli government member threatens the use of a nuclear weapon, which would obliterate pretty much all of Gaza and everyone in it.
Thank you for the question. If that were true, why hasn't Israel used nuclear weapons against Nasser when he invaded?
Well,
hold on. And the answer is no. I know the guy, and I spoke to him about it. His name is Amichai Eliyahu. Israel has never carpet bombed any Arab ever. Now.
1967 was preempted.
He was asked a question by a provocative interview, and he said, well, if you're going to bomb the same thing, it was the Mohammadi-Jab plan. You want to kill all the Arabs, 3 million people, drop a bomb. He said, well, if you want to drop a bomb. He was being dismissive and stupid, and he put out a statement the next day saying that never in history would the Jews ever even contemplate doing that. Let's remember one thing. The only place in the Middle East, one second, Pierce, the only place in the Middle East where Arabs have any freedoms, Israel. The only place where they vote openly, Israel. The only place where Palestinian women can dress the way they want, Israel. And let's be clear, when Mohammed Hijab gets up and says that we Palestinians want to be a religion of death, you know, I just got a haircut coming here by an Arab barber here in London, and he said to me, I hope you defeat this guy because he doesn't represent us. We want to live. We want to have good lives. We want to be religious. We want to eat halal. But we don't want to die for martyrdom. You are not a Muslim. You're an Islamist. Let
me ask Mohammed a question. Hamas has 240 hostages. Hamas has 240 hostages, they took, including babies, young kids, grandmothers who survived the Holocaust. I mean, an unspeakable further criminal act. We can agree, right? Of course. Why should Israel agree to any ceasefire so long as those hostages are still being kept hostage?
Look, my position is very clear. They should fight man to man on the ground. On the ground.
Well, they are.
That fighting.
That's exactly what they're doing.
That fighting, no one can.
That's exactly what they're doing.
I know.
Man to man, they took hostages. They took babies as hostages.
He's asked me the question.
They took infants as hostages.
Let him answer the question.
You're getting excited here. I know it's your sexual life.
Now you're back to my sex life.
You're getting overexcited.
Get your head out of my bedroom, Mohammed. Beneath you.
He's getting excited with me.
Let me ask the question. You guys answer. Mohammed, answer my question. Why, if you're Israel, would you ever agree to a ceasefire if those hostages aren't released?
I'm telling you what my position is. My position is man-to-man combat.
Which is what they're doing now.
No. That part of it is understandable. Do you understand?
That's what they're doing.
No problem. But what I think is not understandable, what is not acceptable, because you said, what's the proportional response? That's the question you keep asking everybody. My answer to you is a proportionate response is one where in which the ratios are not 100 to 1.
That's your invention.
Excuse me, please.
Where does that come from? What's your source? Tell me the source. Tell me the source.
IDF.
Yeah, sure. Tell me when did they say it? I know all the IDF sources. I know Jonathan Hagari. Daniel Hagari said what? When?
Okay, so let me...
No.
Excuse me.
When did he say we're killing Palestinians 100 to 1?
10 days ago, and it's mentioned on a website. I'm sorry to tell you.
The truth is, they
he never said this is pure fabrication. Which website? Go ahead. Which website? Al Jazeera?
No.
Is it Al Jazeera?
Ask a question, right?
Okay.
Are you scared to hear the response?
Go ahead.
Okay, the response is as follows. The Guardian has reported that the IDF has said that in terms of the numbers of Hamas that have been killed, I'm answering this question. The Hamas that have been killed, they say, quote unquote, dozens. Now listen.
Wait a minute. You said civilians.
No, wait a minute.
You said civilians.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you where I got the 100 to 1 ratio. 100 to 1 ratio.
The numbers
civilians. 60 is actually more than 1.
What the fucking bullshit?
Let me respond to him.
This is let me respond.
Getting fucking dinked like that is the most annoying fucking thing.
2 weeks ago, right?
Entire fucking game.
Israel now believe they've killed a lot more Hamas. We don't know exactly how many, because actually, how do you tell on the ground?
By the way,
it's a Hamas fighter and a member of the general population.
Do you know, according to the IDF, and we've done a study on the names that they put on X, they have 280 names that they put on X, and according to Haaretz, they put Haaretz is, as you know, is a left-wing newspaper in Israel. They also put the names of those who have been killed. Guess what? According to them, 340 military have been killed, which means Hamas's ratio of combatant to non-combatant is 3 to 1. Imagine Hamas is doing a better job in protecting civilians than Israel. 3 to 1.
I would say that Hamas, by what they did on October the 7th, wait a minute, ordered, by doing what they did, they ordered de facto the disintegration of northern Gaza that we're seeing.
Of course. And all the civilians suffering. Of course.
And the death of thousands of civilians. They knew what was going to happen.
I agree.
That's why they should go.
In 2005, Israel unilaterally withdrew from Gaza and allowed Hamas on an election in 2006. They could have built Singapore. You know what they did? They took larger foreign aid per capita than all of Europe received from the Marshall Plan. And look at France and Britain. Look how beautiful London is. They took that money and they bought bullets and bombs. They did not build hospitals. They stole it from the Palestinian people. Ismail Haniyeh is worth $4 billion.
I don't care about
Al-Mashal is worth $4 billion. Then call him an evil criminal. You're afraid because he won't. See, he will never condemn Hamas because
he has condemned.
No, go ahead.
I've heard him do it.
No. He condemned Hamas's attack. He's never condemned Hamas.
Well, let me ask you: do you condemn Hamas?
On what basis?
Here we go. See, play the game.
You accept now that
Let me ask you a question.
Every answer is on what basis? On what this? Listen, what's your source?
Even if you ask me if you condemn the IDF, I'd say specify your context. In what exact context do I...
You defend Hamas as a terrorist organization that just went and killed 1,200 people, burned them alive, beheaded them, and took 250 hostages. Do you condemn them or not? Do you condemn them or not? Get your head into the debate, and do you condemn them or not? See, this is a debating tactic.
It's 2-on-1 now.
Let him answer.
Let him answer.
2-on-1. It's become 2-on-1.
Let him answer.
You're not a victim. Stop the victim, but now it's 2-on-1. Stop the victim. You love portraying yourself as a strong man. Now you're a victim, it's 2-on-1. You probably could take 2-on-1. So answer it. Answer the question. Is Hamas a terror organization you condemn?
Is that something you...
Is Hamas a terror organization that you...
It's a reasonable question because you asked me, is the IDF a terror?
Okay, beautiful. I'll answer your question directly. Hamas is as much a terrorist organization. No... Hamas shouldn't be called a terror organization if the IDF isn't. Why? Because if it's either both or neither.
This is
either both or neither. Okay, but just to extrapolate your position, because you believe the IDF is, then you're also saying that Hamas is.
Let me take my position.
Say it.
Let me get the answer.
The unholy schmoly won't let me speak.
Right, I'm asking you a question.
My answer is the first run into the whole game. We could be friends.
Unholy schmoly. Let me answer.
Given you've already stated you believe the IDF is a terror organization.
Yeah.
Am I to assume
legally or morally?
That you believe...
Legally or morally?
Well, hang on. Am I to assume that you believe Hamas is?
This is my position. But you have to give me 10 seconds at least to answer, right? Legally, I think you shouldn't call Hamas a terrorist organization if you're not calling IDF a terrorist organization. That's my position.
But you do both. Call them terror organizations.
Hold on, let me finish. Because as we said, the UN definition of what a terrorist organization is to kill civilians in order to achieve a political objective. However, on a moral and theological, philosophical level, I agree with Rosalind Higgins, who was the justice of the International Criminal Court, right? The Court of Justice, ICJ, a British justice. By the way, she was a Holocaust survivor as well. She was Jewish.
Yeah.
And her position is that she believes that the word terrorism or terrorist is actually useless. And she says that it's... I'm putting to her...
Can you answer my question?
He's going on the question.
Let me finish. So I'm answering your question. So I'm saying that as a moral construct, I think it's a neo-colonial social construct used by people in order to label some people as terrorists and other people as well. So as a moral category, I don't designate it as a moral category.
Do you believe, you personally, Mohammed, do you believe that the IDF and Hamas are both terror organizations?
I think yes. If you say yes to IDF, you should say yes to Hamas. If you say no to IDF,
Hamas is a terrorist organization.
What you believe?
If you say yes to IDF, you can say yes to Hamas.
Let me ask you what you believe.
Yes, I believe legally, according to the definition, if you say yes to Hamas, you can say yes to the IDF.
Pierce, we can go on to the next.
We are going to the next. If you say no to the IDF,
we're going to the next block. But that's interesting.
But morally, I don't believe the category has any weight.
No, but you have...
Morally has no resignation.
But you have made your position clear, which is that you believe they're both terror organizations.
I believe that according to the law, absolutely.
Okay, and that's interesting to
Yes.
me. Okay,
I have to say,
wait, let's come to
when you call the IDF a terror organization, the IDF keeps 1.8 million Arabs alive in Israel. Hamas, this is invention. It's a fabrication.
Let me move on to the last
Get more pictures out. It's unbelievable. This is how you lose a debate. I brought nothing with me. My son
You could be dead like that.
My son is in the IDF. You're here in the safety of the studio talking about how you want to do martyrdom. You're really risking your life here, Rob. Listen, you big talk. You talk a lot. You attack Ben Shapiro's wife.
My son is an IDF.
You actually posted a clip saying that someone else saying that Islam teaches you how to get women to listen to their husbands. This is all false bravado, false machismo. If you're a real man, go to the Middle East and fight. What are you doing in a television studio?
Can we move to the last one?
You should figure that. You have the right to follow
No, I'm not.
You use your son like
You're trying to bully people and it's being allowed.
He's using his son as a shield.
I want to move to the last ironically themed subject. Is peace possible? Okay. Not on this basis, right? But we've got to try and get to peace. So we get a minute each again. Mohammed, you'll go first this time. So you get a minute from now.
Okay, so I just want to say that this man is...
No. Is peace ever possible?
I've got a minute uninterrupted.
Is peace ever possible?
Can I speak uninterrupted?
No, you're going to speak about the subject.
I can say what he's been attacking me.
Don't attack him personally. We're not going to use it. It's pointless. I'm going to take it just for the record. We'll put it on YouTube so people can see it all in context, right? But on my show, I'm just not going to have half of this, what I thought was going to be a serious debate, taken up with YouTube personally abusing each other.
Von Bismarck said, I repay people with the currency that they pay me with.
Right.
If he's going to come with that homonyms, as you've acknowledged, I can come back.
Right, but you did, and you shouldn't have done. Because you had the high moral.
Now you don't. Bringing up two sex non-stop in this entire debate. We haven't even mentioned that.
On the personal stuff, you'll be as bad as each other. Let's start again. You get a minute. From now, is peace ever possible? Go.
Justice is a prerequisite for peace. In South Africa, when the apartheid system, which we know for a fact Israel is an apartheid state because it has laws like the right of return, which only allow Jewish people to come into the country. And if they convert, by the way, to Christianity or to Islam, they are stripped from that right, it meets completely the definition of apartheid as called Cornell Law School and according to the UN Convention 1973. It's an apartheid system. And as a prerequisite of an apartheid system, you have to be a racist. If you support that, you're a racist. Don't pass Martin. So number one, 1973 apartheid law. If the black South Africans had been displaced by the whites and then they were trying to come back into their country and they were not allowed, and then you asked them, is peace possible? That's not the question we'd be asking them. We'd be asking them, is justice possible? And that's the question that we're going to be asking. Because he can always sit there and talk about all these things where the IDF, his son Mendy is being attacked vibrated by the rockets, and he's selling him in the store, selling vibrators to the public.
Unnecessary thing at the end again.
I hope you keep that in.
Rabbi Shulin, 1 minute on is peace ever possible?
Of course. I revere countries like United Arab Emirates, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, where I've spoken several times. I am safer as a Jew wearing a yarmulke in Dubai and Abu Dhabi than I am on the campus of Columbia University or even Harvard these days. The Mohammed bin Zayed is just an incredible leader. I saw in the Gulf states the Islam that Ahmadinejad rejects, but the Islamic world embraces. That's why they made peace with Israel. It's a technologically advanced, tolerant, forward-looking, very traditional, very religious Islam. And that's why they made peace with Israel. And peace will continue to be made. All of these countries are praying for Israel and Hamas.
marked coordinates and check on Barrera's team. They have failed to make scheduled check-in.
My team was investigating some local anomalies when they went dark. Well, technically speaking, these anomalies are...
No time for that, Barrera. Just call them spores.
Blast those spores with infrasound to reverse their evolution. Reverse evolution? Man, I love my job.
Eyes up, strike team. Some ugly Svomochi are headed right for you.
I have seen some spore inhibition in my time, but let me tell you, you're a natural. No one's beaten. We're down.
Double points.
Force successfully inhibited. Glad you're on our side. Without you, those spores would have become dark ether vortices. And that is a whole other level of badness.
gas is gone, we breathe a little easier.
Double points. Max ammo.
I hear you. Hang tight, I'm on my way.
Max ammo.
Extract Helo, 15 seconds to LT. Beginning descent. Clear me a path. Standing by at LZ. Get on board and keep the hostiles off me. Bang. All personnel secure. We are headed home. We are en route. Can someone tell Dubs to heat us up some leftovers?
This is Roops. The lads are reporting some strange activity in the garage. Seems the vehicles have, well, turned on by themselves. All of them.